Today on Hopped Up Beer Review, we're going to be trying Alpha Gator. It's an Imperial IPA from Abita Brewing Company out of Abita Springs, Louisiana. Thanks for joining us. Chomp chomp.
Alpha Gator IPA, bite on my lips, takes my breath away. Big and bitter makes my heart beat sway. Yeah, we get loud on an Alpha Gator IPA.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give your unprofessional, somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. Back to do that once again. You haven't gotten rid of us yet. There's Andy in the attic. There's Jay. I am Ben. What are we drinking today?
The Alpha Gator from Abita Brewing. I do like this can art with all of those hops on there. It's kind of cool. You see the gator eyeballs there.
Yeah.
See what they did? They blended in the gator.
That's really cool.
This is the fourth and last of our Abita Gator pack. Again, I've said this every time. I always want to call it the Swamp Pack. It seems like it's such a better name than the Gator Pack. I think.
Yeah, it would have been.
No, Gator Pack. All of them have Gator in the names. None of them have Swamp in the names.
So this is our fourth and last one. So yeah, I think let's get this over with.
Wow, it smells good.
Cheers, mates. Yeah.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Alpha Gator. Gator. Alpha Gator. An Imperial IPA. 9% ABV. 35 IBUs. 5 on the Levibon scale. Where's your... you have no foam, Ben.
What do you want me to do about it?
I've got very little. I mean, what are you talking about?
It has tropical and citrus fruits in it, made with citra hops. That is all I could find about Alpha Gator. Not much info on it.
Because it's not a year-round. It's just really found in this Gator pack, isn't it? That's one of the things that we found. There's only a couple, like the Andy Gator and the Straw Gator, I think, are two that you can buy.
You are right and wrong. It is found in the pack, only in the pack, but the pack is year-round.
And I want to say I saw the Delta Gator, which is another one we've done previously that came in the pack. I think I saw it individually or, in a 6-pack or whatnot recently.
I've never seen it.
I think I have.
I've only seen the Straw Gator and the Andy Gator outside of the pack.
Yeah, but given that we've done this pack, I was at the store and I was like, that's odd that I can get the Delta Gator, Well,
and you're a lot closer to the source.
True. Doesn't make it any better.
You're the closest one.
This is brought to us by Abita Brewing Company out of Abita Springs, Louisiana, a regional brewery founded in 1986, about 30 miles north of New Orleans. Cool.
All right.
Oldest craft brewery in Louisiana. I'll say that. As well as one of the oldest in the Southeast.
That's it, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I've said so much about it on the past. Gosh, we've done 3 others plus
Office Party,
and what was the very first Abita that we did? Didn't we do one before this pack, or was the Andy Gator the first?
No, I think that's something that we talked about. We hadn't done an Abita, and it was one that was really close to all of us, and we've had it so many times for years. I mean, growing up and through college, it was right there. So, yeah, I mean, we had the Delta We had the office party, Straw Gator, Andy Gator. That's it.
Yeah. It just happened that the office party kind of came about because it was available here, and Jay was able to get it as well. So we snuck
Yeah,
that one in
that's
there.
seasonal, Christmas time, fall.
Yeah.
The one I'd like for us to review just for nostalgia purposes is kind of the Purple Haze and the Turbo Dog.
Yeah.
Both of those I think would be good.
We'll get to them.
I think I liked the Turbo Dog, the brown.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think I found that all right.
And I think a Purple Haze is okay from time to time. It's not something I'm going
It
to drink
is.
all
I
the time.
mean, it's the one.
I'm trying to.
It's the raspberry lager.
Mhm.
It's the one that your roommate Jason loved
That's right.
in college.
Wait, you roomed with him?
No, your roommate.
your
not mine.
roommate.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Ben. Yeah, he was my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He did love it.
We went
but I
down
think
to his house, and I remember going down there
Tell me,
where he was
had
from.
it as out of the bottle.
Yeah.
I imported
We went
it
down there
to us.
one time and had a crawfish bowl at his house and a keg of Purple Haze. It was great.
I don't see that as a keg beer. I mean, I guess if you're having a crawfish bowl, that's one thing, but
Mhm.
I don't think
It
I want
worked.
a whole keg of that in my house, personally. If I'm the only one drinking it, let's put it that way.
I think there was like 10 of us, 12 of us.
Exactly. Yeah, that works. All right. Jay, what do you think?
We talked a little bit about this beforehand. Out of the Gator pack, this probably ended up being one of my favorites. I'd forgotten about it because it's been a while since we've had any of these. You start me off with the can art. I mean, just the Gator with the hops. That's awesome. But the tropical and the citrus on this is really good. I've always been more of that tropical citrus IPA. You guys know one of my favorites. Kind of gateway got me into a lot of it was that Tropicana from ABCs, which we've reviewed previously, and this has a lot of those notes. To me, it doesn't drink like a 9% beer, and maybe I'm a little off there, battling a little bit of the sniffles today, but it's easy drinking. It's citrus. I'm gonna give it an 8. I love my IPAs, and Imperial at 9 with good can art, good flavor.
All right.
And it's a little nostalgia. I mean, it's Abita.
Andy, what do you think?
I, without recalling, think we saved the best for last. It doesn't give any artificial flavors that some of the others kind of did. And upon the first smell and taste, you get tropical, but orange citrus is what I get. And I agree with you, Jay. It doesn't feel like 9%. The way it drinks, it is lighter than that. I would guess anything over 7, if that, probably in the 6s. It's just really easy to take down.
Yep.
I'm going to stay consistent with my previous score. I'd forgotten what I scored it, and I hadn't. This is the first of the pack, like the others. So the prior 3 out of the 12 pack, because we each got a 12 pack of it. I had some of the others, but I didn't get one of the Alpha Gators because I thought, oh, I don't like that, and I didn't look at my past score. Well, I believe I was thinking of the Delta Gator, but
Purple.
I'm going to keep this 7.5. I like it. Yeah, Abita came through.
They redeemed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I'd quite say that they were good.
We need some more beers to get up there.
This is the winner for me out of the pack. I'd say that.
So I got a confession to make here, guys. Obviously, Andy, you mentioned it. We all bought a 12-pack of this. This is something we can all get. So when you watch our show, a lot of times the thing we do is we all individually collect beer and we distribute it to the other 2 individuals. And so sometimes it's feast or famine. Sometimes we have 5 beers in inventory and we're going, oh crap, what are we going to do? And other times we've got like 50 or 60 beers in inventory because we've distributed beer that we've all collected over time. This Gator pack was one where we go, hey, we're getting kind of low, guys. We need to figure out something we can all get, right? So it seemed like a good option to purchase. So that meant that we, as mentioned,
Months
had
later, we're finishing it.
yeah, but we had 3 of each of these beers for each of us instead of one of us buying it and breaking it out amongst the 3 of us. So that meant we got to drink all of these, and I don't have any of these left. I'm guessing, I don't know if you guys do or not, but
The kids took it.
yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah. So I had drank all.
I have none of the Gator pack left. So.
Yeah, I drank all of these. This is the last one that I have, and the confession is, I thought the Delta Gator was the better of the 4, was the best one. Having this one now, and actually, again, like really trying to scrutinize the beer, I think this is the best one. I agree with you guys. It's kind of like, for me, it's so citrus. And again, it's a little muted, but for a beer, it's very citrus, and it's almost like a tang, flavor, but in a beer. So I think this one's actually really good, despite not thinking so when I had it, just drinking one here and there with the rest of the pack. So that's my confession at this point. I think this one is the best out of the group, and it's an 8 for me.
Nice.
I want to recognize your growth and maturity in the correct use of the word tang.
No, I meant tang as a drink, not
Tang.
Right.
Tang.
Tang, orange drink, tangy. Where do you think they got the name from?
I mean, this one doesn't have a twang at all. So
No, because twang does not describe taste.
I think we have proven over and over again that it does. There have been actual beers that said twang in the description of the beer. So. All right, that's going to round out the Gator pack and give us a 7.8 for the Alpha Gator. I think, and I don't remember exactly, but I think this is probably overall the highest score of the 4. I'm almost positive. I think the rest,
I would think so.
I think the other 3 were not anywhere close. So definitely, if you pick up the Gator pack, know that we've warned you that, the other 3 beers may not be that great. So definitely keep that in mind, but definitely check out the Alpha Gator if you can get it. And this is the one we're talking about. You can't get outside of the pack. So that's
They knew what they're doing.
Yeah.
Either that or just look at it this way: save the Alpha Gator, or either drink it first or last. First to kill your taste buds for the others. Last because you just want something good.
I mean, I don't know that I'm buying a 12-pack just for 3 of these, personally. I mean, there's just so much other good stuff out there. If I went to the store, I could buy just these, I would do that. So
yeah, but you never know. You might be having a party for family and friends or something like that, and you could put them in the little wash tub with ice, and you could pull the 3 Alpha Gators out, and let everybody else drink the others.
I got other bad beer that they can
friends,
have. Yeah, I don't
and any of his family would not be drinking stuff like this.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are my only friends. I don't invite y'all over, so we don't have to worry about that.
No, you don't.
It's true. I've never seen the pub shed.
Yeah. All right. I mean, Andy's at least been in my house, I guess. The pub shed wasn't here at that point. All right. Anyway, moving right along here. Definitely appreciate you checking out this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, cheers, that notification bell. Check out all our links down below for Hopped Up Beer Review merch, Hopped Up Beer Review Discord, Hopped Up Beer Review Patreon, and appreciate you watching. Hope you've enjoyed the Gator pack. Chomp chomp for Andy in the attic and Jay. I'm Ben.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Gator IPA, bite on my lips. lips takes my breath away. Big and bitter makes my heart beat sway. Yeah, we get loud on an Alpha Gator IPA.